guys, welcome to Healthy in Christ. My name is Irene. How are you guys doing? I hope you're well wherever you are, and I hope you're keeping safe wherever you are. And guys, I welcome you here. Okay, so as you may be aware, but if you're new in this season, I'm currently talking about the journey of singleness. Okay, I talk about everything that comes with it, the good. Even though I have not been talking about the good very much, but I will. Okay, I will. The challenges, okay, the bad, everything that comes with it, dating, praying, waiting for marriage, the anxiety that comes, like that feeling of like disappointment, the downside, everything that comes with it. I talk about it here, and majority of them is from my own experience. Okay, and today we're going to talk about something that is so major, something that is so big. Desperation to get married. Okay, not just desperation, but desperation to get married. And I'm going to be talking about this from my own experience because I was just there a few months ago, I think. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, let's get into it. Number one thing that I've realized is that you don't choose to be desperate for marriage. It's not a choice. I feel like desperation is like a thief that comes at night and enters you. Yeah, spiritually enters you. And then when you wake up in the morning, voila, you're on a mission to get married. Yeah. And this thief to me is the environment, is the community, is the family, is the workplace, is the church, is the people in your life, that are continuously asking you, when are you gonna get married? When are you gonna get married? When are you gonna get married? You need to do it now, you need to do it quick, as if you can buy a partner from a shopping mall, from a shopping center, from a supermarket. And it's also the changes that are going on, your age, the older you're getting, the more anxious you become, the more desperate you become to meet the one. Especially as a woman, we change biologically, There is something called menopause. But anyway, so all these things really do put pressure on you, and then it gradually builds up to a proper volcano of desperation. So when we are talking about desperation, when you're talking about people being desperate, like, oh, she's desperate, or he was desperate, or he is desperate, let us have compassion. Let us have sympathy. I myself have spoken about it. I myself have encouraged people don't be desperate. Don't be desperate for marriage. Ladies, let us not be desperate for marriage. I was wrong for that because I thought it's a choice. And when you're talking about it, when I hear people talking about it, it's almost like a mockery. You are laughing. You are mocking people that are being desperate. These people, they don't even know it, which takes me to my point number 2. When you are functioning from desperation, you won't even know it, you won't even smell it, you won't even recognize it, that you are being desperate. You're just functioning. And you know what? One thing that I've realized is that there is perfect time for a good miracle, but there's also perfect timing for a volcano, for a disaster. Do you know that when you are desperate and you're looking for a partner, you will find that partner. And that partner becomes perfect. Everything about them becomes perfect to you. But this person will not be perfect if you are not desperate, if you're not functioning from desperate. Because when you're now functioning from desperation, your capacity to make decision in your best interest is compromised. You are now dangerous to yourself. Do you understand that? Yes. Because Because this person that you meet, any red flag, anything that may seem to be not it, that may seem to be dangerous, you will quickly correct it in your mind. Those red flags that we talk about, we're like, oh, so you did not see the red flag. There's nothing like that when you're desperate. There's no red flags. All red flags are changed to green, not to even amber, to green. And how do you do that? By just understanding everything that you see. Oh, I will correct this, or I will change this, or this can be changed, this can be worked on, this can be resolved, this can be... You're just sweeping things under the carpet like this. You're just sweeping to cover everything. You will not let yourself to even think like, what if this thing doesn't happen? What about if this person doesn't change? You won't even give yourself that chance, because you are so desperate for everything to be perfect. And if the outsiders, which are the people that really can see what's going on, if they try to talk to you, you will block them. If not physically, to block them on your phone, you block them mentally. Because to you, they are enemy of progress. To you, they are jealous. To you, they don't want you to get married. To you, they hate you. To you, these people don't understand anything. So you will block them. So when we now talk about, oh, so you didn't see it? Oh, so no, you can't. You don't have the capacity to see it. Point number 3. When you now open your eyes, you now see that, oh my God, you have made the wrong turn. This is desperation. It will be difficult for you to even get yourself out of it. Okay, I remember, right, meeting this person. There were so many things that was wrong with that person, including attraction. I was not attracted to this person. But because this person had said they said they are 37, they are single, and I look at their profession, it just seems to be, a good person. I saw a lot of red flags here. And I kept ignoring them. Like I said, attraction was one of them. But I was like, you know what? Love can grow. Yeah, that's what I said to myself. I said, you can't break up with somebody because you're not attracted to them. Love will grow. And you start to comfort yourself with all these statements that people make. Like, number 1, you can change a person. Number 2, be with a man that loves you more than you love them. Love will grow. You just start finding these things to comfort yourself in that moment. Like, again, it's a way of you to feel safe so that you can go. It's a way of you to turn those red flags to green so that you can permit yourself to walk in peace. Yeah. But I remember going to pick up this guy from a train station, right? And when I met him, this was not the first time. I've spoken to him before. I've worked with him before. I felt a big disconnect. I felt like I was picking an uncle, like somebody else from the train station. And I remember telling myself very, very clearly, and I said, Irene, that desperation you've always talked about, you've always spoken about, this is it. Yes, this is it. You are desperate. And I also remember very well feeling stuck, like, I can't leave. Like, I can't leave. I don't know how to leave. And mind you, I've just known this person for like 2 weeks. But I felt like I could not leave the relationship. And the reason why is that I had gone too far mentally. I had gone too far. I could see me and this person having kids, going on family holidays. I could see him introducing him to all my family. I could see us on our wedding day. I had gone too far. Because the thing about being desperate as well for marriage is that you barely live in the present. You barely live in the present. You're always in the future. You're always now fantasizing those things that you've always been dreaming of when you're getting married or when you're married. You are now living them. So you don't really have time to deal with the red flags that are in the present. That is why it's so easy for you to cover them, to just cover those red flags, because you're not there. You're not in the present, right? So I said what? Number 3 is difficult to get yourself out of it. And another thing as well that I felt was, it's like I was in a hole. Yeah, I was in a well, like a very, very deep hole. How do you get out? You can't climb out, you slip. Yeah, it's slippery. The walls are slippery, so you can't climb out of it. That's how I felt stuck. And that hole is the future that I was dreaming of, that I was fantasizing of. Okay? So, what actually happened, what got me myself out of that situation is that it's God, the Lord, Jehovah Jireh. Hey, the blood of the lamb, guys. It was God Almighty, because God kept exposing. God exposed and exposed and exposed this person that I had nothing to hold on to. Everything this person had said was a lie. I didn't even mean to tell you this story, but guys, yeah, one of the things was his age. I could see from the word God that this person is not 37. This person is not even 40. This person is old. But guys, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I managed to sweep that under the carpet. I managed to not worry about that. Guys, there were a lot of things. I think that's where the shock for me really happened, when after that relationship I was in a shock of how much I tolerated, how much I was willing to compromise, how much I refused to see. That's when I really realized that being desperate for marriage is dangerous, and we need to really have compassion about it, and we need to talk about it. And I think the reason why we don't understand it, or no, we don't accept it, is because maybe we talk about it in a mockery way, like I said, in a laughable way. So that's why sometimes we don't really take it seriously. But we need to be aware that you can be desperate to get married. And when that feeling comes, it's dangerous. The worst thing that can happen to you is to get married out of desperation. Because you waking up in marriage, it's going to be difficult because you've gone too far. That is going too far. So what really made me get out, like I said, it was God. It was God who exposed everything. I mean, everything that I could no longer, like, literally, my eyes, God opened my eyes and opened my eyes and opened my eyes. Okay, I could no longer run away from it. I could no longer sweep it under the carpet. It had become big, too to ignore. And when I actually left, I just blocked everything. I just blocked everything. Yeah, I was in shock. Yeah, I'm just repeating myself, but yeah, I was in shock of how much I refused to see. Okay, so point number 4: how do you avoid being desperate? Honestly, I've been asking myself that question and I still don't have the answer. So if you have the answer, please comment down below. But one thing that I will say is this: have people that you trust, and when you share your relationship with these people and they point out certain things, stop and see. Hear them, okay? Hear them. And pause. Come out and look in if you can. Because when you are functioning from desperation, you won't see anything wrong. Everything feels so good. So if someone says something, and even though it feels so good, please just say to yourself, what if I'm desperate and I'm not seeing this? So let me come out and see, and let me analyze this. Why are you saying these things? Okay? Do not rush to think about that person being that person being jealous, that person being judgmental. Don't rush to that, and don't defend quickly. Don't defend that person too quickly. I remember my cousin telling me, Irene, attraction is very important. Attraction is very important. And I defended this. I said, you know what? Not everybody fall in love at first sight. Attraction can grow. That was the mistake. For me right now, attraction is on number one. I have to be attracted to you. Okay? Yeah. So, and another thing, actually the main big thing, how do you avoid to be desperate? Prayer. Pray. Keep praying. Pray that God reveal to me that which is hidden. Show me. Let me hear, and give me the strength, the ability to make the right decision, to act. Yes, because sometimes God can show you and you can rebuke it thinking it's the devil. Yes, because desperation can prophesy. Let me tell you, when I'm saying desperation can prophesy, it means that when you're desperate, you can actually dream dreams. Especially as a believer like me, you can dream dreams to confirm that this is the one. So you need to always pray. And when you're praying, don't pray, say, oh God, I thank you. No, God, show me, reveal to me, speak to me like a child, God. Let me see clearly, is this the one? Tell God that, God, at this point in time, I've been through so much disappointment that I no longer know good, what is right or not. So speak to me, please, God, in a way that I can understand. Speak to me like a child. Speak to me, show me, reveal to me. And God will. And when you take the wrong step, by God's grace, God will fight for you. He will keep exposing and exposing and exposing until you have the strength to get out of that situation. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. I will speak to you again next week. Stay blessed.